policy fascinated me, and that is when the falling apart of Bretton Woods, which was August 15, 1971. I think it was probably one of the biggest monetary history, at least in the 20th century. That is a big event, and we were still hearing the consequences. It was really the final blow to the dollar, which will destroy the dollar, and which will require an alternative system to what we have today. So I was interested in the monetary policy. It didn't take too long to figure out, put it all together. The monetary policy and the control of money, which they always have. Government's always on monopoly control, legal tender laws, not a lot of competition. That if you see that, the purpose, of course, for governments to get control of the money supply and control, interest rates and all these things, is to maintain their control, their power, and their monopoly, economic power, power overseas, financing debt, financing wars, financing welfare, financing people who want to rip the rest of people off, like in the military-industrial complex. Monetary policy, really, if you know what it's all about, you know that if you have any qualms with the government, that nothing happens today in our government if they didn't have this sinister approach through the Federal Reserve to finance this evil that we have put up with for so long. This is not a new debate, because it was there at the time of the founding of the country. They had just gone through the runaway inflation of the continental dollar. That's why they talk about not low for continental. And of course, Jefferson took one position and Hamilton another. I didn't see this movie Hamilton, but I can imagine making a movie and praising somebody like Hamilton, because he was really an obstacle to any effort that was being made to try to preserve and promote a true republic. But there was an argument that went on, and they did not with the authority in the central bank, from the central bank in the early years, but it came out real fast. The Federalists, had the first national bank, it lasted for 20 years. And then there was another national bank. There's always this antagonism. Then before the Fed, we had Lincoln having the greenback operation and more banking regulations. But in our lifetime, and what we are witnessing right now is a result of what happened 100 years ago. 100 years ago was bad news. A little over 100 years. It must be 105 now. 1913. If 1971 was important for the conclusion of the Bretton Woods and this total destruction of the gold standard, the 1913 was a year that ushered in a couple bad things. Like the IRS. Yeah. We don't need an income tax. We didn't have it. Why I specifically don't like the income tax, and not that I like any of them, but the income tax endorses a principle that's wrong. It endorses the principle that the government owns you. That it owns everything you make, and that is yours. Instead of it being yours and you can spend it the way you want, the government will tell you exactly how much you can keep under what condition. So the only thing that comes close to it that we're not experiencing right now, and that is the military draft. Taking out somebody, we own you, we're going to put you in war, unconstitutional, illegal, stupid, and all these things, and people are all up. Now we can hypnotize them and brainwash them to go anyway, which is almost as bad, but none of it would happen if they didn't have this sinister way of financing things. And this is why I think people, find it fascinating to study and talk about monetary history. The bank did, when I first went to Congress in 1976, when I would vote, nobody couldn't figure out what the pattern was all about. They always, what are you doing this and why are you doing this? And they never had much talk about the Federal Reserve, and they weren't talking about monetary change. But that has changed. So when people get discouraged that we're not having any impact, just think now, the House has voted 4 different times on the bill. It was sort of a political stunt. They voted 4 times out of the bill. which means the sentiment's changing, the people are changing, that they were telling their congressman, why don't you just look at the federal reserve? They have no intention of doing it because the ball game's over. If the people know exactly what they do at the federal reserve, especially with this last bailout, $15 trillion that sure helped the poor people. They lost their jobs and they lost their houses and they haven't recovered yet. And the other significant event that's happened since 1971 is that the wages have been frozen, essentially. No progress of real wages. Real wages do this. Nominal wages do this. They go up. But the real wages don't go up. And this is contributing to something that I consider one of the cultural problems that we have today. And that is the discrepancy in the distribution of wealth. I think this is all the consequence of big government spending and the Federal Reserve System, and we need to correct that. But I think this is the reason that people, even with, even getting away with going to the campuses and rallying kids and saying, well, we all want to be socialists now. It's a social problem, and it's a big mess for us all. But I don't think that people really understand exactly why the people are getting poorer. When you have inflation, which we have a lot more than they admit to, the people always run history. People say, well, the problem is I don't have enough money. And the prices are too high, so give me more money. And governments, know the people are getting restless, so they give them more money, which they print and create up in the air, which was the problem to begin with. That's why it always ends badly. Now, the message I have tonight is that we're nearing that stage that all of this mess is going to end badly. But the purpose that I have for going about and going to Congress and speaking out is there's an answer to this, and it's not complicated. Why should the principles of liberty be all that complicated? What you want is only going to hurt anybody. That's not complicated. What people generally understand. People know that they're not supposed to steal from their neighbor. They're not supposed to hurt people. You're not supposed to, put penalties on people who have different religious belief or no religious belief. And so that goes along pretty good. But once you get into economic matters, that's a different story. They want to make everything fair and equal, and things are unequal, mainly because there was a government program. Instead of correcting that, instead of not only auditing the Fed, get rid of the Fed, they keep making the problems worse and worse. Over the years, I'm not a technology person. I don't know the computer system like maybe most of you do. But when I saw the internet coming in, I found it to be so fascinating because I still use it. I use it for my program on a daily basis. And distribution of information has just been really, really good. But I've lost a little bit of enthusiasm when I found out that the CIA participated in it. They regulate it. They monitor what I put on my website. They don't let me do certain things. And so that is not an example of true free markets and liberty. It's an example of corporatism. The combination of government and corporation. That is a big evil in this country. People are so susceptible to it. And we have an administration, let me tell you, endorses that principle to the hilt. Government and big business are supposed to work together. And whether it's Democrats or Republicans, they do the same thing. And the one thing that I learned in Washington over those years is that there is no two-party system. Somebody once asked me, well, don't you think the answer is to have a third party? I said, no, you should get a second party. They are very much together. The examples are just numerous. The support reform boards, that's particular. They're all for the board. And whether it's Fox or CNN, they're all for the board. But what about this budget? I've always complained about it. I never thought it'd be so blatant. They were having a call out there, so 4 people go up in the room, and that's a divvy up the room. We won't tell anybody, we'll just put it out here, we'll have it, they'll vote for it. They won't ask any question. And sure enough, they did that. And Pelosi one time said, I think what we should do is get together, we'll give you military money if you give us welfare money. The whole thing is both sides want military money and both sides want welfare money, and all of it support the wealthy people who are ripping us off. Ultimately, I think one of the major problems we face today is cultural Marxism. And there's a lot of talk about it, but it's very, very real. And the goal is to destroy culture and cause chaos and anything that they can do. They might even attack Democrats, and they might attack Republicans. Whatever creates chaos, and out of that chaos, those who believe in one world government and a utopian system, then they move in to take care of the people. So people dying and being starved, as long as the ultimate goal is utopia. Just think of the utopianism of the communist system. How many millions of people died that way? But here we're involved right now in this, and it's devastating. But I really have some good news for you, not just today. News broke, you might have missed it. The special prosecutor revealed the bad guys. They found out that there were 13 bad Russians interfering with our election. Now we know who the enemy is. That's why we need more nukes. They're basically shooting for more nukes. Now we only have 750. The Russians had 700 something. But we need more nukes and refurbish it. $1.2 trillion we have to do that for. Tell you what, we need a lot less of those. We need a lot less of weapons. But we won't have any less of those things unless we have a better foreign policy. And the foreign policy is not complex. It's simple. Most of the people I talk to, especially when I go to campuses, they acknowledge it because they see the burden placed on them. And that is to get out of the business totally and completely of pretending that we have the wisdom, the monetary, or the morality to police the world. The audiences, when I was campaigning for the president, I was not well received, but I would say, it's not complicated. Just bring the troops home. That's all you need. Bring them home from Korea. And I frequently would use Korea as an example of our stupidity. When we went into Korea, I was in high school. One of my coaches was redrafted within World War II. He went over there and he come home. And then, here it is. This was the example, really the first time that we decided that war did not need to be endorsed by the American people. This World War II was endorsed by the people. Lasted, 2.5 years, 3 years. We go to war in a different manner. We've been in Afghanistan for 17 years. It's totally insane what we're doing. But the Korean thing is a good example. We went over there in the early 50s, and we've saved and saved hundreds of billions of dollars. We've drawn this artificial line. And I keep saying, people say, well, what's going to happen if you get out? I don't know. We got out of Vietnam and things worked out a lot better. Vietnam was a total disaster, total immoral war. We lost 60,000 men and women. We lost a lot of people. A lot of money. And that was after the French lost millions. But that doesn't even count the millions of Vietnamese we killed. And then we finally got out. And what happened? Was there a domino effect in the communist movement spread over, took over all the Middle East? Well, no. Vietnam became more westernized. I mean, they're westernized enough now. You can go on an airplane and fly there and do business in Vietnam. Just think of how much was won in peace and how much was destroyed in war, when wars are useless, immoral, and unconstitutional. And it's time for the American people to say enough is enough. We need a foreign policy where we don't endorse war and get rid of the machine that finances war, which is the monetary system and the Federal Reserve. Issue, and anytime they want to get serious with anything, they have a war. You know, war against poverty. That's a great war. and the more money they spend, the more people are impoverished. And if you look at it, the statistics are wonderful. Unemployment is real low now, you know, all that. But how many homeless people are? 7,000 a night in New York City, and LA has a lot of homeless people, and so it really isn't working. And yet they claim that all we need is more government to take care of all the people, and it's a total failure. The system is a failure. And my thing of what I talk about is the end of an era, the end of our era, the end of our empire, and that's all good news. It will come suddenly. We don't know when it will come, but a lot of times when I get people sort of convinced that, you know, that sounds pretty logical. Tell me when it's going to happen. Okay, July 15th. we don't know because the erosion is there. But one thing that people did not predict, there has to be somebody that made the prediction, but not many. Nobody anticipated. I was watching news in 1989, but how many people would say, hey, you know, next year the Soviet system's gone. But the next year, the Soviet system was essentially gone. I mean, who would have ever dreamed that Gorbachev would come along and just let it fade away? But it wasn't because all of a sudden they became knowledgeable. It was pragmatic because they were flat out broke. This country is flat out broke. And if you want to really study what's going on, just look at the debt that's floating around. How many bonds and how many obligations that we have, unsecured obligations, trillions and trillions. The world is still filled with debt. When it comes to unemployment, they give you the U3, and then there's a U6 figure that they say one is 3, 4, and the other one is 6. And those are government figures. But shadow staff, they have a figure that comes out. It's real interesting. The government statistics in the last several years has gone down, like they announced it today. But shadow staff takes care of everybody who's dropped out of the workforce, or they're partially employed, they really don't have a good job, they're underemployed. And that number hasn't gone up. It stays steady, 22%. 22% of our people. And that's why there's a lot of people out there suffering, because if you just listen to these, nobody should be complaining. We're doing great, and we shouldn't worry about it. But a lot of people are worried, and that goes to this whole thing that I'm concerned about. It is the social conflict that is coming, you know, and it'll get violent, and it's going to get much worse. You know, we end up with a lot of violence, and that, of course, was in the news this week. And people wanted to say, what do you think about what's going on with the schools and the kids getting killed? Oh, it's just horrible, horrible. So immediately, within an hour, Dr. Kazan turned the liberal station on and said, guns did it. You've got to get rid of the guns. And the others would come up with some others. They get rid of the guns, it's all the guns. You know, I got to thinking about this. You know, I've been doing programs on the militarization of the police. Because I think the police, probably a lot of good people, there's a lot out there. Because when you see a video, seeing a kid run away that's unarmed and get shot in the back, you know there's something wrong. But how many liberals get up and say, it's the gun, it's the gun. Let's take the guns away from the government. we have FBI and CIA all carrying guns in the IRS, the whole bunch. There's probably 140,000 at least people who carry guns for the federal government to enforce laws. And it'd be pretty hard to even find any that's technically legal or constitutional. They carry a lot of arms. But if we were regulating, this is one place where we can say, yes, we want regulations on guns. Of the government. Because the government uses them, and they're enforcing laws that aren't moral and proper. But what about the big guns? What about all those bombs we've been dropping? Especially since 9/11. Tons and tons and millions of people thought, oh no, it couldn't be millions. Well, Madeleine Albright admitted that with sanctions in our bombs, that 500 children died from our foreign policy in Iraq. And she said that nonchalantly, and she was shouting, she said, well, that's the price you have to pay. Then they wonder why they don't like us in the Middle East. Why they would like to do some harm to us. But this is not going to change until we have more people believing and understand why liberty is good. And that authoritarianism is wrong. Authoritarianism doesn't work and brings us to this point. Now, I don't have to worry about this system the way it is now, just lasting for another 15, 20, or 30 years. The way it is, it's not going to last because you can't finance it. It's either going to be much more authoritarian, or maybe the people will line up and it will be a more modest approach. I mean, the Soviet system didn't become more communistic. It was proof pudding that communism economically didn't work. That's why they went to socialism, communism, and Marxism. And they had a different approach. So this will come to an end. There were two things that happened that I remember clearly economically that were sort of surprising. One was right after, I was just interested in politics, and I went to a function of business leaders in Houston, and Ford had just been put in office, Nixon was coming out, and there was somebody coming down there from the cabinet, and it was rampant inflation. Interest rates were real high, and inflation was probably 7-8%, who knows at that particular time, but they were worried about it. But they didn't have the vaguest idea, nor would they admit it. Maybe they knew it wouldn't admit it. But they said, oh, you know what we have to do? We need a rally to rally the people to pay, for the people to charge less and to pay less money. So Ford, what he did, somebody must remember, you can find them, the wind button. Everybody was supposed to put a wind button. Whip inflation now. And that was their solution to the problem. Now the interesting thing is, I was at this thing, and it was sort of the day this program was started. It was within a week. There was a statistic came out that inflation was irrelevant. What happened is we just tipped over into a downturn in the economy, and it was a recession coming, so they had to whip up the inflation. So they printed the money again. But then the other incident that came rather quickly, although I have even been talking about this more so about what was happening during the first decade of this century, but in 2008 is when it was announced. It was announced with Lehman Brothers, and there wasn't a lot of things leading up to it. The fundamentals were there, the deficits were there. Everybody should have known it was coming. Before that came, and that ushered in, QE1, QE2, QE3, QE4, and they're still working. What are we going to do with all the money? Well, give it to Wall Street. They can make some more money with it. So it is a corrupt system, and most people in Washington I knew, believe it or not, I give them the benefit of the doubt, were well intended. They really thought they were doing good. Oh, but they had to make exceptions because if you cut too much spending, then it's too harmful. So it was that kind of thinking. But they don't sit around thinking how they're going to do harm. But I do know that most people, when they get to higher levels of office, become sociopaths. They don't care. people responsible for the mass killing. You know, we can count our people and how many people lost their limbs, and that's a big number. But we don't ever count the people that we butchered for no reason, that, oh, we went 6,000 miles and we're asked to bomb and kill a lot of other people over there. It makes really no sense at all. Just think, somebody asked, I was talking with somebody about this once, and why did these wars get started? I said, I'll tell you one thing it isn't. You know, the teenagers and the guys 18 to 24 are going to get together in the United States and get together and say, you know what, let's say we're in the 60s. They get together and say, you know, I think what we should do is get together and go over there and fight the Vietnamese. Or we'll go now to the Middle East, and the teenagers and the young people over there do it. Young people who have to die and fight get conned into it. And the people who promote it are the people who never have to go. How many chicken hops have you ever run into? You know, they brag and all this stuff, and they duck the, you know, it's okay to duck the draft if you do it on principle. But to duck the draft and then really work hard to push your sons over there, or tax you for it, makes you pay for it. This is long term, and this is why it's going to end. It's going to be the debt. How do we notice on a daily basis on how far along we are? I would say one of the best ways will be the dollar, because they will lose control of the dollar. The dollar's been down for a year and a half now. You know, it's probably 12–14%, which is significant. But and it's a big deal because we're still the wealthiest and the strongest in wealth that they can hold, and military strength usually conveys some strength to your currency. So that is something that you can watch, and it's going down, and eventually we will not be able to pay our bills. The Federal Reserve, they're kicking around, and they're starting to raise interest rates. You know, next week, just like what happened with Lehman Brothers, next week, they'll say, oh, the recession is back again, you know, and we have to, you know, inflate. Oh, should we stop, reversing QE? We have to inflate some more. And they will do that, and it's not going to help at all. And the interest rates are still going to go up, because today there was an interesting article that said, you know, everybody saying, oh, China's not buying as much anymore. And China's a big player because they have a lot of our dollars, and they have to watch, you know, don't ruin the dollar too fast, and they lose a lot. But they were showing that the Japanese were selling a lot of our dollars. And here interest rates are going up these last couple of weeks. That's supposed to push the dollar up. But it has not, because the burden of debt, the burden of the bonds are so outrageous that they can't do that. You know, Illinois is in trouble. Do you know about that? You know, they have financial trouble. They have about $127 billion in pension funds. Extravagant pension funds promised the politicians get it, and they've been having so much trouble. So they're floating a bond issue for $104 billion at fixed interest rates for 27 years. Can you imagine anybody buying a bond having brains? But maybe the Federal Reserve will buy those bonds. And they do buy stuff like that. If they thought it was necessary, they would probably go and do that. But it's just absurd. That'll finally end. And the end of an era will be significant. The question is, are we going to live in a freer society, or is it going to be more totalitarian? I happen to have voted in the direction of a lot less government. I want to get that government down with zilch. How do you do it? Are you just going to get more guns? I don't think so. I'm not too aggressive with guns, so I'm not depending on that. But I understand something about ideas, and I hope I'm not incorrect, and I hope I'm not naive, but ideas are powerful. Yeah. An idea has come, it can't be stopped. And I believe that sincerely. So if the freedom movement and the libertarian message comes, and I think it has to be universal. You know, I don't think it has to be just in one place. It doesn't happen that way. Because when you look at economic intervention and central banking and militarism, it's worldwide. But if the ideas win out, it will be universal. I say, will it be the Republicans that will lead the charge? Heavens no. They're not going to lead the charge. But what if, because, you know, Nixon's famous statement when he put on the wage and price control was, we're all Keynesians now. And he's absolutely right. It wasn't just the Democrats. When Republicans used to complain about the Democrats. We're all Keynesian now, and we all are. But someday, what we have to do is have the people wake up worldwide, wherever we go, and say that liberty is better than tyranny. And that to me should be all our goal. Because you still have to have the majority. How are you going to do it? How are you going to endorse government if you don't have that majority? Well, the idealists, the people who have ideas and promote ideas, are always a small number. It wasn't about 51% of the Russian people who decided they want communism that killed and did all those horrible things at that time. No, it's a thing that people have to do, because if you can get 10% of the people talking about what we're talking about and then educating another generation. That is why, and I understand there may be a few homeschoolers here that I put some time into homeschooling. If you want to get some help, you've got to get them out of those government schools. It's dangerous. How do you explain all this violence? I can't explain the whole thing, but I think people who look at our schools and look at as prison, and they don't have the satisfaction. When you don't have a free society, you don't have satisfaction that you're doing something. No matter what our qualities are and our abilities are, if you do something, if you're creative in any way whatsoever, there's satisfaction. But what the society we have today, there's no satisfaction, and then you mix a few other things in, and it all gets to be a mess. But I think that alternative non-government schools is very important, and that's growing. I believe that some of the things that are most troublesome in our country has always been the totality of a program. For instance, the last one that is, I hope, is fading a little bit, it is that you have no choice but to go with Obamacare. The mandate. If you don't go, we're going to tax you if you didn't buy this product, or we say it's so wonderful. How are you going to get money? Well, we can't tax people. The Supreme Court says you can't penalize somebody for not buying a government product. Oh, but the Supreme Court, they were wise. They said, but you can tax them. So they converted that. That's what the Supreme Court turned it and said it was going to be just a tax, and that's not happening. But it was, everybody had to join. And back in the 80s, there was a big fight over homeschooling that I participated in, because in Texas it was bad. They were closing down homeschools, and they still will close down homeschools if we're not careful. But in the midst of all that mess, if you just legalize the right to get out of it, you can help it. You need the right to get out of medical care. You need to get out of education. And you need the right to get out of the banking system and the monetary. But there's a fallacy in talking about rights in that manner. Because I think one thing I object to is designating a right, this right, for this. There's a group that has this right, another group has this right. Rights are individual, and you as an individual have a right to do whatever you want if you don't hurt people. And that the concepts of freedom are always evolving. And they're at a point now where I think we have a better understanding of monetary policy. But we're always in conflict, in competition with the authoritarians. But I think there's been significant movement in the right direction. I've always wanted to believe, and still am hopeful, that technology should be helpful to our cause. And that's why I was hopeful, about the internet and this technology would be helpful. But then I looked, and I wrote a little book about my thoughts on war. And I thought, well, what about all the technology we had, 100, 150 years? So much of it has been used by the government to kill more people. But it could be used in another manner. If we have our society that we would like, they wouldn't be wasting and creating the carnage by using technology to kill people, and it should be to promote everybody's individuality and what they like. One thing that I really am attracted to the issue of liberty is for a personal reason, and it's simply that I feel personal obligation to strive for excellence, and that we as individuals should sort of strive for virtue too. But you can't do it with government. When the government takes that role over, they're going to make you virtuous, and they're going to make you outstanding and excellent. They're going to put you into the schools, and they're going to dictate and tell you what you can put in your mouth and everything else. We understand that they're not supposed to tell us what we can read. We understand they don't have the right to tell us what religion we have to be, or if we don't want a religion. But why is it that so many people have just rolled over when governments have come along and we're going to tell you everything you can put into your mouth or your skin or your throat or whatever? Oh, but they're dangerous. You don't think religious beliefs sometimes can be dangerous? You don't think intellectual beliefs are dangerous? Sure, there's some danger. But people have a right to take a risk. The big thing is that people don't realize that want to be safe and secure is they have to assume the responsibility of what they do. If things don't go well, oh yeah, I want my freedom. But if it don't go well, you can't go to the government and say, bail me out. I come down on the side of optimism. I think there's progress in the understanding of liberty. I think there's more people preparing, and everybody, a lot of people will come up after I talk and say, okay, I believe you. What should I do? And my answer is really complex. Do whatever you want. I don't know what's best for you. Everybody has a role. And I also firmly believe that if you come down to the conclusion that you have put this together and you understand the principle of liberty and you think it's better than any other group in the world ever understood, I believe you have a moral obligation to do something and spread that message. Some way or another, one-on-one, help other people, get involved in political action, all that, whatever it is to promote it, but it has to be for promoting the cause of liberty. I want to thank you very much for being with me.